this video here right now, I'm going to be talking about the 5 next most important laws of manifestation in the universe. And I talked about the first 3 core laws, the principal laws of manifestation in the universe, in week 1, lesson 2. It was the very first video. It was kind of a long video, it was about 26 minutes. But in it, I talked about the first 3 core laws, which were the law of vibration, the law of attraction, and the law of action. Those are the 3 principal laws. These next 5 laws, however, will give you a deeper level of understanding and awareness. And when you align yourself to them and actually apply your manifestation techniques from the perspective and awareness of incorporating these laws into it as well, you're only going to manifest way easier and way more effectively than ever before, quite honestly. So I'm excited to break each law down into simplistic ideas for you so that you can apply them right away into your life, okay? So let's jump right in. The 5 laws are as follows: the law of oneness, the law of perpetual transmutation of energy, which I know is a mouthful, but I'm going to break it down into simplistic terms for you, the law of correspondence, the law of cause and effect, or karma, and the law of compensation. The 2 first laws we're going to be talking about today are very much related, and we're going to kind of pair them together a little bit, which is the law of oneness and the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. Those are kind of related, and the idea is everything in the universe is energy. And if you look around you, there's an invisible energetic field that permeates everything and can even permeate through the physical world. And in the very first week of this program, I shared with you that we are energetic beings living in a physical body with a limitless mind that is able to create anything. We live in an infinite energetic universe where it's all made up of energy. And the idea behind this is that all energy has already been created. The famous quote from Albert Einstein states, "Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only transform and take new forms." So the idea is we are one with this energetic infinite universe and field of energy. We ourselves are the energy of the universe. We each individually are just a unique expression of that same energy. Okay, how cool is that? In essence, there is no separateness. Okay, we're all one, we're all connected. So our physical world gives the illusion of separateness, right? Because we're each representing our own unique perspective, right? We are the universe expressing itself via our own unique perspective. In other words, though, we are all the universe, and the universe is all us. We're just our own unique representation of it in our own unique world, right? We're creating our own unique reality via our unique perspective. But the main idea here with the law of oneness is that we're all the same energy deep down at our core, and we are each living life in the same manner, just from a unique perspective for each other. So this idea ultimately will lead you to understanding that everyone's human and everyone is the same. Even though we are physically different, we're all identically the same deep down. And so if we can start to look at each other as equals, as being human beings, okay, not male or female or not different religions or races or whatever, but we are all one in the same. This will level you up like never before. You will be able to forgive anybody and everybody. Whatever has happened to you, you're going to understand that it was actually not personal. This is such an amazing idea and perspective to get yourself to, that we are all one with the universe, with God. We are God and the universe and God is us. There is no separation, actually. How cool is that, right? So that in a nutshell is the idea behind the first 2 laws, is that all creation is final, right? All energy already exists, in other words. So in essence, we're not actually creating anything. If you want to make more money or have a loving relationship or have better health, you don't actually create that into your life. You simply mold it and shape it and transform the energy from your mind, from on the screen of your mind, into form. Wherever your attention and focus goes, energy flows. So we are essentially transforming that energy into a new shape for itself, into a new manifestation of whatever it is that we're thinking about. And again, we live in an infinite universe and world here, so we can literally create anything based off of this idea. So you can think of yourself as the ultimate sculptor, and the universe is your clay. So you can mold it and transform it however you want. Those are essentially the two first laws that we're going to talk about here today. The next law we're going to talk about is the law of correspondence. The law of correspondence is a very important one to understand. And when you understand it a little bit more deeply, you're going to be able to manifest way more effectively, because you're going to realize that whatever you're getting in your outer world is actually just a reflection of your inner world. So in other words, whatever thoughts, feelings, beliefs, self-concept that you're holding for yourself, it is a direct reflection, and the results you have in your life are a direct reflection of that. That essentially at its core is the law of correspondence. As above, so below. As our inner world represents is how our outer world represents. So you can think of your outer world and your current results and your current reality as a direct correlation of your inner world and a direct reflection of your inner world. That's the concept and idea. But there's another idea I want to share with you that's even more profound. And it's this idea that you are the projector, right? So your inner world is creating your outer world. And you can think of your reality as you are projecting it onto the screen of your reality. So your reality is going to show up in frames in your actual outer world. But whatever you're thinking about it, whatever you're believing about it, however you're feeling about it, in other words, whatever you're projecting onto the screen about it is actually giving rise and animating exactly how your reality is going to play out. So this is a really cool analogy and perspective to look at your life and reality through, is that you are the ultimate observer, in other words. So you can actually look at what you're projecting onto the screen by looking at your thoughts, your beliefs, your feelings, your identity, your self-concept, all of those things that we talked about throughout this program. And you could start to see why you have the current results you have. And as we do the other exercises in week 3 and in week 4 that is coming up here, you're going to start to know exactly how to shift it for yourself. And you're going to start to shift it for yourself. And you're going to eventually start to project something completely different onto your screen. That's essentially what I'm trying to help you get to in as easy a way possible. So hopefully these ideas are easy to understand for you, and you can apply them immediately as we keep going here, okay? So the last 2 laws that we're going to talk about on today's video here is the law of cause and effect, or karma, and the law of compensation. The reason why I'm rolling these 2 in together is they're very much related, okay? The idea behind the law of cause and effect, simply put, is what you give is what you get. It's like a boomerang that's coming around, and it applies in every area of our life. So the energy you're giving and what you're projecting is what you're going to get back, actually. So you can think in terms of a boomerang as what you're projecting. So your inner world is causing your outer world, and then more of the same is going to come back into your reality, into your world. So the idea behind this is our inner world is our thoughts, our feelings, and our beliefs, and our self-concept, all those things, okay? What we're actually projecting, though, is how we're acting. It's how we're showing up. It's how we're behaving. So how you're showing up is actually what we're projecting onto our screen into the matrix or the movie that you are living in right now, right? How you're showing up to that movie right now is the translation of your inner world. However, what happens is as you are giving, okay, what your outer world gives back, okay, it's cause and effect. The effect of that is going to return the same level of energy that you're giving. So if you're giving victim, desperate, fear, doubt, worry type of energy, what you get back is in the form of circumstances, opportunities or lack thereof, people and interactions, events, things that are happening, right? Interactions, all of these things are actually the response, the effect of your cause. As we go a little bit deeper to the 5th law, which is the law of compensation, you will receive in direct proportion to the amount of value you're giving. So again, this just goes a little bit deeper, right? So the amount of value you give, you will be able to receive, and you will receive the same level back to you. So right now you could do a quick check-in with yourself, and you could say, if you're not making a lot of money quite yet, right? A simple question and check-in that you can ask yourself: how much value am I providing the marketplace right now? Or if you're working a job, how much value are you providing your employer right now? And you will be getting compensated in direct proportion to the amount of value you're giving. So this is a great litmus test for you to kind of check in with yourself with if you're not making that much money, is we've got to ramp up the amount of energy and value we're giving the world in the marketplace. Okay. So I hope this makes sense. I tried to consolidate all 5 of these laws so that you're not being overwhelmed with information and so that it's just easy to understand. That's really what I'm trying to do here in this course, is make these ideas super simple to understand and apply. Okay. Because ultimately that's what I want for you, is to start applying all these concepts, which we're going to put everything together in week 4 for you so that you can start applying like never before. I truly want you to become a manifestation master. So with that, this concludes week 3. I hope you have an awesome rest of your week, and I'll see you over in week 4.